Hi, good evening. This is Andrea, and this is our Southern Nest adventure. It is Friday night, and I regret to be making this video at 11:45. I was in the middle of watching a movie and with David, and I was contacted about this live that was going on that Pixie Mommy had, and I didn't want to go in, and a couple of friends watched it for me, and after it turned into a complete smear campaign and attack on me, they told me I needed to watch it just to know what's going on. So I did watch it, and this is where I wanted to say my piece now. First of all, I want to say to Jennifer Fuel, who was in this live and basically was very open-minded. Actually, at one point she said, I feel both sides have done wrong, but we are all human, therefore we all make mistakes. I will get into the very beginning of her conversation in this vlog, in this live. But at one point, Pixie told her to get the hell out. Now, is this how we treat other people in the community? Is this what peace looks like to you guys? I would never treat people like that. If you have a life and you don't block certain people and they go into your life, you need to be able to agree to disagree and not be mean and hateful and spiteful. So with that being said, let's go through the timeline that Catherine has screenshots, so I can then say my piece in regards to what was said here. So it starts at Catherine. Hi.
Hi, Andrea.
So what is the first timeline that you have a screenshot of? Sorry.
I started at 9:32 with a comment from Inez that says, I've seen Jennifer supporting wrongdoing, quote unquote, so can she explain that?
Okay, and what did Jennifer say?
At that point, Jennifer was kind of not saying anything, and just, she kind of quit typing for a minute, and Jen with Feuds Reborn Nursery was on the call or on the live as well, and she commented victim shaming. Then Katie comes on with My Little World and says, where is Jennifer? I want to hear about two-sided attacks, which everybody was questioning what the heck Jennifer said in an earlier comment about two-sided attacks.
Okay.
And Jennifer still wasn't really talking much. And they got into a conversation about what happened between you and Inez with the doll.
Uh-huh.
And at 9:35, Inez made a comment. I spent 3 months waiting for money for a doll that was never damaged. On top of that, she made video after video about me lying about all sorts of crap. And Jen with Feuds said, and she was attacking you. At 9:36, Katie from My Little World said, just because seller was finally paid doesn't mean the chargeback did not happen. And Janet Feuds Reborn Nursery then commented, none of us here has been attacking anyone. We have forced ourselves to ignore for months.
Okay, let me chime in right there. Okay, so on my video on Sunday, I will show complete proof that this doll was sent to me in the way that it was sent to me on purpose. It was a sabotage from beginning to end for me not buying Inez's Reese sculpt that she wanted to sell to me for an overcharged price, and at the end she wouldn't go down in the price, and she was forced at the end. I guess nobody on Facebook wanted to buy it, nobody on YouTube wanted to buy it, nobody on eBay wanted to buy it, and she basically lost like a bunch of money on this doll, and she basically blames me for that. Why? I have no idea. I mean, she calls me one afternoon at 12 noon and asks me, okay, do you want to buy this doll for $750? And the doll was only worth $550. So no, sorry. um, this doll, I know for a fact, was on purpose sabotaged in the packing, the shipping, the no insurance, the way it was, everything that came with this box opening. And her whole deal was, I'm going to stick it to her. I'm going to stick it to Andrea. Another thing I want to make very clear, this doll was never played with, was never shown on my video. Once I started the chargeback. Why did I start the chargeback? A chargeback is a consumer's right. I think I've explained this a million times on my channel. You as a consumer have a right to a chargeback if you can't agree with a seller, if you can't come to an agreement. I personally contacted Ines via email numerous times and asked her in private to please come to an agreement with me. And she said her thing was buyer's remorse, I don't care. And you should be able to put that magnet in there. And if you didn't know about the body, that I changed the body, that's not my problem. And I didn't offer a certain outfit. I didn't say that the outfit needed to be new or whatever. So, and I also, just because I don't use bubble wrap doesn't mean anything, and I don't insure my boxes, yada, yada, yada. All these excuses, well, I knew. No, I didn't know at the time, but I found out later on, a couple of months later, that she did this all on purpose to stick it to me. So, her now crying wolf is ridiculous. The reason why I did this box opening, the initial box opening, it wasn't really a box opening. I took the baby out of the box because the box was completely damaged because she used to use box, again, to stick it to me. And didn't use bubble wrap, again, to stick it to me. And at that time, I didn't know what her whole motive was. So to me, I was like, well, still giving her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe her daughters, packed it, really quickly. Maybe she was in a hurry. Still trying to, be on her side and, not thinking anything negative, because that's not how I am. And so I said, I'm going to, David called me and said, the box is damaged. What do you want to do? Okay, let me wait. I was out of town. That Monday I came in. I opened the box. And the first thing, of course, I checked that there was no scratches on the baby. Nothing really visibly noticeable. And I put the baby in the frame, and I noticed all the horrible clothes that she sent, which was just a couple of items that were clearly used. They were like from 2 or 3 years ago that I'd seen her put on her dolls. I think one of the items she put on her dolls at one point. And the new clothes that I had bought from her, she put in the same box, and that's what I filmed, the clothing that I bought. And then this doll, just to show that this doll, visibly seemed fine. So to, give her viewers like a break and to still supporting her, still being on her side. And then I clicked the camera off. And that's when I realized, when I started changing the doll and putting the pacifier in, and the pacifier didn't fit, and realized the body was not the same body, that's when I called her that same night. Didn't call her, I emailed her that same night. That's how that whole thing happened. So this...
Let me just add in here, too, because at 9:43, Inez says, and by the way, her chargeback wasn't a mistake, quote unquote. She has doubled, tripled down for over a year now. I walked away ages ago.
She didn't walk away ages ago. She's actually the one that doxed me all over social media. I have proof of that. Those are the screenshot I have on my wall is just one of like at least 20 that I have. She went on the attack towards me immediately. As soon as I told her she needs to make this right, the very next day she started on the attack, saying, this was buyer's remorse and this is ridiculous. She knew exactly what she was doing. She also knew that she couldn't sell this doll for $950 to anybody. That's why nobody in that live was picking up and saying, hey, I want her, I want this doll, I want this doll, I want this doll. Nobody was going to buy this doll from her for $950. She knew that. But that's not here nor there. I was. If the doll would have been fine, if the doll would have been 100% perfect. And it wasn't. And I expect for $950 a perfect doll. If it's not perfect, I expect you as the seller to make it perfect and to disclose any changes you've made to this doll while it has been in your possession, period. And I also expect you to insure this package and to use a brand new box and to bubble wrap this doll. And for $950, put some decent clothes in there, not a Gymboree outfit from 15 years ago. That's ridiculous. Okay, and even after all that...
Jen said, Inez said what she had to say over a few videos and hasn't mentioned it since. Katie says, and the lies that followed, secret emails and ganging up. I hate to burst this mystery, but there is no Dalumanti.
Okay, speaking of ganging up, Katie needs to go down memory lane and think about what her and Inez did to Dawn from Tiny Magical Creatures. Speaking about ganging up, and were they not the same people that ganged up on Jennifer? You know, from Belle's Reborn Nursery about that smoking thing? How things are just all of a sudden turning around. And oh yeah, let's talk about Pixie being on Jen's side because Jen didn't have a friend and, you know, and she was always on her side. That's bullcrap. Complete bullcrap. You were never on her side until, you know why you're on her side now? Is because those documents, those legal documents that Jen put all over the internet, you were in that live and you authorized those documents. You said, oh, I can verify this, that this is everything you're saying here is true, but this is not the platform to do it in. You had a hand in this. So yeah, of course you're going to be on Jen's side because this is the only reason why her and Sam are in this feud right now. You're in it too. Your hands are not clean. Your hands have never been clean, period. And Katie, I'm still waiting for some sort of proof about Dawn trying to kill your dog. You know, that bull crap that you put out there. We are all still waiting for that proof. So unless you have proof, do not put lies out into the community that are clearly lies. And if they're not, knowing you would have put this out ages ago if you had proof of this. But since you don't have proof, you have nothing to show anybody, so you just kind of like are quietly walking away and stepping back from this because you know it's a complete lie. So you were caught in so many lies. You need to stop. Okay, further.
And then it says, everyone, this is what Jen with Belle's Reborn Nursery says. Everyone should know what's being done to us. Kelly Girl speaks up and says, it's awful how bad this has gotten. Jen replies, it is when everyone here has just pleaded with them to just move on.
Okay, I would love to move on. I would absolutely love to move on because I was, you know, gangbanged on this, in this community by Inez and Co. from day one. I never had a chance here. Never. I never had the chance that she had. I remember watching her, like a year into watching her, she started doing videos about people not liking her. Why don't people like her? And why is she being hated? And why isn't this person liking me? She's always had some issue with insecurity or, you know, people not liking her. I never had that issue. I don't have an issue with anybody but with those three people. Pixie, Katie, and Inez. Jennifer, off and on. Jennifer is more because of you know, that the fact that she can't comprehend that she lied and she needs to apologize to me for lying. period, because I stood up for her. Does that not mean anything? Then if that doesn't mean anything, that friendships in this community don't mean anything anyway. So, it's like I don't owe, like I said yesterday, I don't owe anybody an apology. Nobody. Nobody.
No.
If you want peace, take the videos down. Very simple, one click. Bottom line, you have your money. I took a loss of $500. Good for you. You can now pat yourself on the back for screwing somebody over. If anybody here is a scammer, that's you. Ines. That would be the scammer. And to Pixie, I want to say this. Do not talk about, like why my friends and people are sticking with me and supporting me. What are you doing? What does this all have to do with you? And let's talk about Kelly being in this live as well, and said, what did she say? I have a screenshot. I don't want to look at it right now. Something to the effect.
One I have says, I wish they would just go on their way and move on. Like, how long does this crap need to continue?
Right. And then she says, I was there. I seen what happened, but I don't ever watch their channels. I don't ever watch her channel. So let me ask you something. So if you never watch me, if you've never spoken to me, so in other words, you are blindly following somebody without any evidence, without any two-sided, to you the law or being equal justice for all to you means zero. You just blindly, well, she's my friend and therefore I'm sticking with her. Doesn't matter if I throw other people under the bus that are completely innocent in this community. I'll throw them under the bus just so I can be true and loyal to my friend. Well, I'm not asking people to do that. I would never ask my friends to do that, ever. That's why I don't ask them to do videos, make videos for me, or speak up for me. I don't. I mean, Catherine, you're like the Catherine, you and Sam are about and Emily are about the only ones publicly that offered and I accept. But other than that, I don't ask anybody to do anything publicly for me. And
you didn't ask me to do a damn thing. I'm doing this on my own.
Well, thank you. I know, but I want to make that very clear that I don't ask people to fight my fights.
No.
Everything is in black and white. All you have to do is do a little bit of research, watch a few videos, see when I got the doll, and then look back and see when was the first time after I received the doll that you have seen the doll again. So no, the doll was not played with. That's a complete lie. Another lie. So
I thought this comment from Jen at Bell's Reborn Nursery was interesting. And she said, it's like I said, they've repeated the same few lines thousands of times over and over to the same audience. That audience is not tired of watching and hearing it yet.
Yeah, well, take a look and see who is in your life right now. They're the same, 5 or 6 people.
Yes.
Shelley is brand new. She doesn't know anything about anything,
Yes,
and
but you repeated it over and over because the simple things that we ask that would end it all are not being done. They don't even want to meet us halfway.
no, because and like people that know Ines told me she's not going to take it down because she likes the fight. She likes the drama. That's what she likes. And
here's what Inez said to Jennifer, which I think this might be getting back to where they started attacking her. Inez said, Jennifer, tell her how you feel. Quote, it's been going on too long, end quote. If you want to moralize someone, go to your friends and tell them what you think of their videos. So at that point, I believe Inez was attacking Jennifer for accusing her of being on our side or something.
look,
And that's when she said Jennifer wasn't here to be swayed. She was here to speak for them.
Look, I have a screenshot in my I have a folder, so it's all Inez's stuff. And I have a screenshot in there where she basically told somebody, and I'm not going to mention the name, she said, if you are on her side, or anybody, if anybody is on her side, anybody goes over to her channel and gives her a thumbs up or comment, you're blocked from my channel. Basically, that's what she said.
Correct.
So, great. That's really wanting peace here. They don't want peace. Everything that, they say one thing with their mouth, and the actions say something completely different. And they can't be trusted at this point.
Here's what Jennifer replied. She said, "I watch everyone's videos and love everyone. I wish."
She's so sweet.
"Oh, I would just like to see where it could come to an end."
Yeah, I would too. She's right. I like to come to an end too. I like to have the same opportunity everybody else here has to, to enjoy these dolls. Do I get that? No. It's and is it then right for Ines to enjoy her dolls without any consequence? No. No. That's not. I'm going to make sure that that's not going to happen. It's going to be equal, equal rights for all here. And
here's what Ines said to Jennifer. Sorry to interrupt you. She said, "Last thing, even though it changed gears, if you want it all to end, you need to watch better content that's not toxic, because at this point it's one-sided and always coming out of a few channels."
Yeah, you know what? What are they doing? I mean, yesterday or yesterday, the last vlog that Tasha made was about Sam, and I saw a little bit of me in there, and a little bit of Emily, and then the day before it was Jennifer. It's like, talking about me and Sam, even though I asked her repeatedly not to talk about me anymore. And it kind of like reminds me of like when Sam was in that with these horrid people before she saw the light, and told me, she's like, "Andrea, this was a complete, they were completely ganging up on you. They had a plan of every day they were going to have a new person make a video about you, and it was just going to be like on a, every day somebody new talking crap about you, your channel, your dolls, what a traitor you are, what a cheater you are, what a liar you are, what a racist you are." They wanted to break you down. They want to get you, like Ines said, no, who said that? Oh, Pixie said that. We're going to get her, and Katie said that. We are going to get her out of this community. We're going to throw her out of here because she doesn't belong here. That's what Katie said. And I have a screenshot of that show. That was in a live.
I just thought it was extremely rude the way, Jennifer was just saying, the way I took it was, she's sad to see all this going on, and she wished that everybody could get along and then it would all end. And to get a response from Inez, it says, "If you want it to all end, quote unquote, you need to watch better content that's not toxic." And it's like, to me, it's just extremely rude the way she talks to people. It's like she thinks she's on a freaking high pedestal somewhere and can tell everybody in the community.
I know, it's like I took a couple of screenshots myself, and one of them is from like Jennifer saying, "I feel both sides have done wrong, but we are all human, therefore we all make mistakes." Well, I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I have to say I didn't do anything wrong. I tried to handle this just like I would handle any transaction in any business with any company. If a product comes to me defective in any way, shape, or form, and it's not up to you, Pixie, to decide what is acceptable for me to accept. Period. It's not your money. It's not your doll. It's not your transaction. Shut up. Okay. And then she says, and then Ines says, "Jennifer is one of their friends." And then she said she is always there supporting them. She is not here. Okay, let me tell you this, like a little English lesson for you, Ines. Here, when you said she's not here unbiased, here is not spelled H-E-A-R. You know that, but maybe you don't. Well, coming from a German, okay? I'll give you a little English lesson here. And then Jennifer thinks I don't know who she is. Okay, so you know who she is, so what? So just because she wants peace in this community, she's, like to you, it's all either either they are with you or they're against you. That's you. That is just, and this is so disgusting. You don't belong in a community, period. You need to be on an island on your own. That's where you need. That's where you should be. And then, and then she said Jennifer is totally supporting them. Yeah, so what? So what? So what? She's supporting them. So what? You have your own supporters.
It's her right. It's
That's
Jennifer's right to do whatever the hell she wants.
yeah. She's yeah. It is her right, and just like everybody else has a right here. And I do not tell my or ask my supporters or my, and I'm not calling them fans, like Jennifer does. They are my followers and my supporters. I don't not ever tell them who to watch, who not to watch. I don't. That's not my style. I don't need it. And furthermore, I don't need people to, what's this girl's name? Linda Plummer? What's with her? This is like hilarious. She leaves 5 or 6 comments underneath Pixie's videos or vlogs, and I checked into it a little bit, and I guess it's like it just kind of like changes your, the way YouTube calculates your what is it called, algorithm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so the more people comment, the higher of a rating or whatever you get there. And it doesn't matter if it's, you can have a conversation with somebody, with one person, just you and the other person go for half an hour, go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Every comment that you make to me and then I make back to you count as one comment. So it's like, why do you do that? It's like at the end, it's like all a lie. These people are not, you don't have 16 comments when 5 of them are from the same person and 2 of them are from 2 guys that have like this fake link that if you click on it, you get a virus on your computer. So out of 15, 7 are bogus. One of them was Bell, and the other 2 and the other 2 or 3, they were like, it was like a young girl and somebody else. So it's like, where like all your real true people that used to follow you people? I have no idea where they all are. They all kind of like poof, went away. Maybe they all woke up and you just are a little bit late to the party.
Now we have Jen, okay, with Bell's Reborn Nursery. She's got it all figured out. She says, so I see the difference between us and them. We accept apologies and move forward, even extending ourselves to those who apologize and opted to move on. The community needs more people like us to welcome new people and accept others for who they are and forgive and move on.
Oh, I see. Okay. Like for instance, when Tasha just right after that said, "Oh, like that English woman that called me the C word, after she drank like 2 bottles of wine and took a bunch of pills and called me, like a really racist, word, and then she is like on her side and she's like, oh, you know what, we have unstable people in this community, and people like Andrea will make them do like crazy things. You know what, you are insane. You know what, I know a lot of people that that are depressed, especially now during coronavirus. You know what, they don't use the C word just because they drink a bottle of wine. My husband doesn't use that word when he drinks, half a bottle of wine or 3 or 4 drinks. He doesn't use that word. He doesn't use that word ever. So unless this is part of your vocabulary, part of your daily dialogue, you don't use that word. So that's bullcrap. And if you are really that sick, that you have to take medication, YouTube is not for you, because YouTube, even for the most clear-minded person, is a downer. Completely is a downer in this community. Not YouTube as a general rule, but the Reborn Doll community, really. It's really around these people here that we are talking about. They have, what are you saying about the people that you have attacked before me, what excuse do you have there? I like to know. What do you excuse do you have for attacking Dawn for 4 years? What did she do to you? What about Emily? What did she do to you? What about Penny? What did she do to you?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it goes on and on and on. You know, Anne. I mean, all these people that you guys attacked over the last 5 years. This is not new. It's only that I'm still here. I'm still standing. And all the other people are gone. And I'm not going. And, yeah, and then Pixie, oh, you don't want to give me your phone number? Oh, what? Why? Because you're so scared to give me the phone number? You know what? You can block my phone number and I can block yours. You know, Inez has my phone number. She has no problem calling me. She has no problem calling me at midnight. Not a problem. Ding, 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 ding. Hello. Hi, this is Inez. I'm sorry, but I don't know if you recognize my voice. Yeah, I recognize your voice. What do you want? It's 1 o'clock. It's 12 midnight. Midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. You know? So, you know what? If you want really peace here, hand over the phone number and fine. We can, you know, but I know why you don't want to do this. Like I said yesterday, because you don't want to take down the videos because they are not your videos to take down, because you need to ask your queen first. You need to ask your boss first. That's why you don't want to take it down, because you have no authority to take them down. You have no authority to do anything here. Unless it's run by Inez first. Pretty sad. Anyway, sorry, Catherine, my rambling. Catherine?
Yeah, I'm here. You cut out on me a minute.
Okay. Do you have anything else that you screenshot that was important?
I'm just fed up with the whole thing, and I'm going to support you as long as I need to, and I'll always support you and Sam. And you know, I'm sick and tired of them turning it around and saying we keep going on and on and on. We keep going on and on and on because you haven't made a move to end it. You haven't even made one step.
Right.
You know, I want to play the old game, Mother, May I? And have Inez say, Mother, can I please take one step forward? Yes, you may. It's about damn time. Do what you're asked to do and end it.
Yep. And I think
it's that simple. And Belle makes a comment about Jen, you know, makes a comment about accepting apologies and, you know, giving apologies and forgiving and blah, blah, blah. Well, where's your apology to Andrea for lying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, they don't need to.
Where's all your apologies been for getting caught smoking? And it just blows my mind how the woman has any business at all.
I know, it's like everything from the smoking to collect money on her GoFundMe because she needs to move out, you know, because her boyfriend is moving out because he was cheating on her, and then so she just doesn't have any money, and then we find out during New Year's that he was still there, so it was a complete lie, you know. So it's like
and the icing, Andrea, the icing on the cake with Jen. I would never in a million years associate myself with anyone that did a video and did what she did to Sam and her daughter.
Yep.
That shows right there what type of person she is. She can come on and make all her videos and be all nicey-nicey and do whatever she wants and says all this. But when it comes right down to it, you push her against the wall, that's the kind of ball she wants to play.
And you know what?
And it was below. It was so low. It's like you don't go after someone's child.
Mm-hmm.
And for her not to understand how she put Sam's daughter in danger is beyond my comprehension. Can you really be that stupid that you don't see that?
I know, and everything else could be forgiven. Like the smoking and the money situation and sending people, dolls that smell like smoke and going after people. That's all. after a while, you make your peace and time goes by and you forget things, that's fine. But some things are just unforgivable. They're just not. And that's why I will never, and that's why I know for a fact that Shelby did not forgive Jen over what she did. No, she forgave. She made an apology to Jen because she needed to apologize to the number one troublemaker here in order for this to stop, because she wanted peace in the community, and because she is a social worker, okay, dealing with emotionally jeopardized women that get abused by their spouses or by whoever, and she has seen the signs of a person losing it. And she told me herself, this woman has got a heart condition. She's got, when I heard about her bleeding gums, I am a social worker and my oath is to first do no harm. And I understand that completely. But what are they doing with that? They are taking it like, oh, well, you know what? We did nothing wrong. No, you know what? It's because this woman is a social worker. And that's an oath that she took. And even after I told her, her gums weren't bleeding, she had a cut on her lip. That's all that was. But whatever you want to do, whatever you did, whatever you need to live with, because this is your career, this is your life, you do whatever you need to do. And I told her that just 2 days ago. So, because I'm still talking to her. So, good try, people, with this apology with Shelby. You guys nobody knows where anybody's coming from, what kind of life they've lived.
You know what they say about why you forgive someone? It's not for them, it's for you.
Yep, that's right.
It's for you to have peace.
Right. Because not one clear-thinking person in the universe would think that what Jen did was correct in any way, shape, or form, ever.
No.
It's not. And it was for Shelby, it was for her to clear her conscience because of the oath that she took. And because she saw the signs and she said, if this woman does anything, I want no part of it. Okay? If she goes and flips out, I want no part of it. And I can understand that. And that's a moral decision that everybody needs to make.
Yep.
And I don't blame her for that. And neither does Sam. So, good try, turning this whole thing around. But I know the truth, and you guys are just too, you're too involved in your own little drama and, having to make a life. I know why you made that life too, because you're upset because I put your doxing documents on my wall for the world to see. And there might be even...
every time they're thrown proof. Every time they are thrown proof in their face, they go on and make a live and then say, we just keep talking about it, yada, yada, yada. Because you don't like it out there. You don't like the proof out there of all the hateful and terrible things that you've done.
Right, and you know what? And on Sunday, Ines will find out that, I'm not just joking. I'm not just smacking my lips. I know for a fact that she sabotaged this box opening. She sabotaged this whole sale, And what did she say? Right after when she smeared me for 3 months, she came after me with all kinds of vicious lies. And she said, I didn't really want to sell to her in the first place, but, she sent me the money right away, so I could have just sent it back, but why? And I'm like, but why? Because you don't want to sell to me, because you had it in for me, because you didn't want to sell me the doll. So why wouldn't you just say, look, you know what? Because you didn't want to buy the other doll from me, I'm mad, so I don't want to sell you the doll. I wasn't a really good friend of yours. I was just buying some clothes from you before, but I was not a very close personal friend. So why would you, friend of yours, why would you not say...
you were fairly new to the community.
Yeah.
It's not how they greet the community. They sit there and talk about, we need to greet the people. Look how they treated you.
Yeah, and you know what?
Look how they treated Jennifer in tonight's live, and they don't even know her.
I know, and it's really interesting too when Pixie always says, You know what? You don't know anything about the dolls, and you don't know anything about the doll community. You know what? I've collected dolls way longer than you have, Pixie. I've collected dolls way before I had a channel, and for you to call other people newbies is pretty interesting too, because you've been here what, 2.5 years? And has
Yeah.
anybody ever called you? Have you ever called yourself a newbie? From day one, you always knew everything, everything about everything. You were always like the master of everything, and you had an answer for everything. And the only couple of times where I heard you be humble is about your channel and about the hobby is maybe the first month, and that was it. After that, you went. I mean, you just knew everything and had to know everything, and you were right about everything, and it's like unbelievable. You know what? You are not. You've been here 2.5 years. Give it a rest. If anybody here is a seasoned collector, it would be um, uh, like what's Lynn's channel's name? Littlefoot Nursery. She's been here for like ever, and
Oh,
she's
yeah.
got and she has a really great collection. She is a real true collector of dolls,
Yep.
and not just one or two. She's got a ton, and she does a lot of work. She puts a lot of work in it, and she never talks about drama on her channel ever, 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 ever,
No,
ever.
no.
And she stays away.
Lynn never does. No.
No, and she stays away from it too. She completely
Yep.
avoids it like the plague, and that's what you're supposed to be doing. So this here is backfiring on them big time, and so be it. I just want to put after I watched this, I was like, well, I need to do a little fact checking here, and so that's why the video was necessary tonight, even though David wants to go to bed. Anyway, I'm going to say, is there anything else that we forgot, Catherine?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm going to sign off, and thank you so much for watching. I will be making another video, of course, the Sunday edition. Well, it will be tomorrow. What time is it? It's 12:27 here, so for
No,
me,
not-
it's
Yeah,
12:27. So for me, it's tomorrow. For you, it's the day after tomorrow. Anyway,
Yep.
thanks everyone for watching. Thanks, Catherine. We'll see
You're
you.
welcome.
We'll see you. Be kind to one another. Let your love multiply. Take care. Bye.